So let's have a look at what makes the Carlos Alcaraz drop shot so good so that you can improve your own drop shot. So let's watch this point and then we'll analyze it. Now this is Carlos and this is Marin Cilic, 2022 Miami Open. And, Carlos, his drop shots are just absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So it's an effective shot, but let me show you how you can hit a much better drop shot yourself. The first thing you want to do is you want to figure out how to push your opponent back. This isn't just, how do you make the ball go 1 inch over the net? Your drop shot becomes more effective whenever you can push your opponent back. Now, Carlos, he hits the ball so darn hard that the opponents often have to be like way back here behind the baseline to be able to react and run the ball down. So what you might not be able to do is hit the ball as hard as Carlos Alcaraz, but what you can do is lob the ball to push your opponent back. One of the best ways to push your opponent to the back fence is to just hit a high ball. Yes, players know to take it on the rise and contact the ball up here, but it's just not what happens. You give a high ball to someone, watch, they will run back to the back fence. When doing that, then you open yourself up for the drop shot. Look how far back Marin is from the baseline. He's easily 10 feet behind the baseline. You'll also notice that Alcaraz is standing in front of the baseline. See, in order to make your drop shot better, yes, you want to improve the technique, but you also want to improve the situations where you are going for this drop shot. The best scenario you can get into is having your opponent behind the baseline very far with you inside the baseline. That means you have a short distance for the ball to travel, which means it doesn't take very long to get there. And your opponent has a very long distance to run to get up to that ball. That is the best of both worlds. Now, I will show you the technique. If I zoom in here, it might get a little grainy, so I apologize. But I just want you to look at the technique. He is not just chopping straight down as he hits this drop shot. He turns like he's going to crush it. Then he quick changes his grip to a volley grip. And then watch, it's high, medium, high. So he's not going high, medium, low and chopping down. He's actually leveling out the swing when he gets to the ball. And he does that by actually coming back up again. If you think about the letter U like this, at this point right here, it's actually pretty level. And that's actually how he's getting the underspin, but then making sure he's not chopping down. The high, medium, high, look at that finish. He's finishing up higher than he's finishing up higher than his head. Most recreational players do not finish that high on a drop shot. But that's a simple way to not get too much backspin, keep the ball actually pretty low over the net because you don't want the ball to go like super, super high because then the opponent does have the time to get there. So you want kind of a medium height that descends as it's crossing the net. Like the ball right now is peaking. This ball is peaking and it's on his side of the net still. So as it's dropping, that's as it's passing over the net. Just making it such a deadly drop shot. And Marin doesn't even go for it. And you can see, by the way, where the second bounce is. The second bounce is in front of the service line. That was the first bounce, and there's the second bounce. Marin has no chance of getting to that ball. Now, if you'd love to use the same strategies the pros use to win their matches, then you got to pick up the Singles Playbook by Fuzzy Yellow Balls. It's all broken down by the type of opponent you play against, and it's over 50 pages, strategy after strategy. And what's really cool is each page comes with a QR code, so you can watch a video of exactly how to use each strategy. Just use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, or if you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then use my link in the description and pinned in the first comment, PlayYourCourt.com/2Minute Tennis. When you use my link to sign up, you get 50% off. So work on pushing your opponent back so that you can be inside the baseline going for that perfect drop shot. You do this, there's no doubt. You're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2MinuteTennis.net. You got this.